Alright, we're back for another Dokkan Battle video, and in today's video we are going to be talking about what banners, global players, you guys, you should be saving for, because I know it can be kind of confusing right now with JP having Tanabata. You know, they had UI Goku, that Tanabata banner that had the return of the 9th year anniversary Dokkan Fest LRs. Now we're getting Jiren soon, but you're like, okay, wait, should I save for those? Should I save for Part 2 banners? Hell, there's Worldwide Download Celebration coming soon. So there's a lot of banners that you could potentially save for on global, so it can be kind of a confusing spot. So I'm here to hopefully clarify some of it for you and go over which banners you really should be saving for. Now, I want to break down all the banners that we know for a fact are coming to Global Dokkan, but like I mentioned, Worldwide Download Celebration is one of those banners that you probably should be saving for, but we can't pull it up because we don't know what the banners are going to look like specifically. So we'll just get this out of the way first thing. Yes, you should be setting at least some stones aside for Worldwide. I would say that's probably going to be the best banner, is the Worldwide Download Celebration banners, in terms of just, you know, all the banners we're going to go over. The Worldwide Download Celebration banners are probably going to be much better. I can't say anything for certain because we don't know for a fact, but, you know, it's basically guaranteed those banners are going to be better than any of the banners we're going over here. So if you just want to play it safe, I would say just save your stones for the Worldwide Download Celebration banners, but also it's a summoning game, so, you know, if you want to summon on some other banners and not be boring, we're going to go over those good banners right now. So first off, we've got the Part 2 banners, which are going to be dropping very soon on Global. Beast Gohan's banner, I'm sure you've heard everyone talking about this is the main part of Anniversary that they were excited for, and this is the best banner from 9th year Anniversary. I would probably say that's true. Out of all the units on here, 3 of them are, like, insane. Like, I think it's fair to say 9th year Anniversary introduced a whole new wave of power creep. So the units that are in that, like, top tier that can actually handle difficult content with this new power creep, these 3 units are in that, like, tier. Beast Gohan and then the 6th year Anniversary LRs when they get their EZA, which, by the way, they get that for Part 3. So, you know, if you've summoned for Beast Gohan's banner on day 1, these guys aren't going to be as crazy, but just wait like a week or 2, and then, you know, they're going to be almost as good as Beast Gohan. If not, some would argue even a little bit better, but we're not here for that. So, anyway, we're going to briefly go over Beast Gohan's banner, and then we'll move on. We got Krillin and 18. They can be pretty solid. Overall, they're pretty forgettable, but if you're new to the game, you need more superheroes options on your team, yeah, they can be pretty good. Beast Gohan, again, by far and away, the best unit in the game on release. He's just insane in his own tier. We got Blue Goku and Vegeta. Now, they struggle, right? For the first couple turns, everyone memes on them. They're kind of horrible, but I'm just saying, you don't really hear anyone complain about when they fuse. The condition to get that can be kind of harsh, but when you fuse with them, they're good. They are very good. Blue Vegito is not a joke. So, is he insane like Beast Gohan or 6th year Anniversary LRs? No, but he can still get to a very crazy level. So he's still a good option on here, especially when you take the fusion into Vegito into consideration. GT Duo, they're very good. You gotta build up the damage reduction with them and then stack a little bit of attack with them for them to really start to shine, but it's not that difficult to do, and I still think they can be pretty impressive. Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta, not the biggest fan of them. They've just kind of fallen off. Power Creep does that, you know, be how it be. Monkeys, so these guys even now can be pretty solid if you get enough stacks with them and then fuse into Gogeta, but I was thinking about this the other day. They EZA in like 7 months. Because now that the games are going to be synced for Worldwide, I'm assuming after that, we're just going to follow the JP's release schedule, and then we're going to get Anniversary at the same time. So then that would mean, because obviously 7th year Anniversary LRs are going to EZA next Anniversary, that they're going to get their EZA next Anniversary. So then if Global, we're getting that even sooner, that means we're going to get their EZA even sooner. So even though they're not that crazy right now, maybe starting to get some dupes for them just for inevitably when they EZA would be pretty good. So definitely good addition with them. 6th year Anniversary LRs, yeah, I'm not going to reiterate, they're crazy, right? Definitely, if you don't have them, good opportunity to pick them up. And then now we're starting to talk about the, I don't want to say fodder options, but noticeably weaker options. We got Physical Piccolo and then Go Bros. They can still be good. Physical Piccolo can stack, and Go Bros, when they're fully built up, they can do a decent amount of damage with a ton of additionals, but they're just not quite on the same tier as some of these other units up here. So that's Beast Gohan's banner. Definitely some good options, but it's worth at least acknowledging there are some units on this banner that don't really match the power creep and difficult content right now. But anyway, moving on, we got the Gamma's banner. I would say this is probably the best Carnival banner that we've had to date. I mean, there's a couple weak options on here, but overall, it's pretty good for a Carnival LR banner. Gamma is absolutely insane. Gohan, future Gohan, he can still be very good. Bulma is still really crazy. I think she's still one of the most valuable units to have just because she's on so many weak teams. A great support, great offensively and defensively still. Her link set kind of sucks, but other than that, she's a very good unit, so definitely good with her. We got Kaiku and then Birdku. They've got their issues. For the first couple turns, they're not the best defensively, but they're guard and stacking units. So I think power creep, it's going to take a little longer for it to affect them just because guard and stacking are two very, very valuable mechanics to have. So they're still pretty useful. Merge Zamasu. In slot 2 and 3, he can be somewhat decent, especially on like a Super Bosses team with other Goku Blacks and Zamasus and stuff like that. But he does have his issues, so you got to be careful with him. Really, same things to be said with the LR Rose Goku Black. And then the SSRs at the bottom, actually, they're pretty decent. This Trunks can be pretty good. I know he's got some damage reduction, and he raises defense for multiple turns. Same thing with the God Goku, damage reduction and raising defense for multiple turns. And then this Vegeta kind of sucks, but he's the main nuke lead, so it's got some value there. Overall, a decent banner, but I would say there probably are better banners to summon for, unless you need some of these specific units. So next, we have a very easy skip with the Dokkan Fest Toppo. I guess there's a couple good units on this banner, but just skip, bro. Just skip. I mean, not only do most of you not even really give a rip about Toppo, so it's going to be a pretty easy skip just for majority of players right off the bat, but his banner, I wouldn't even say it's necessarily good. I think it's very mid. The banner unit, meh, forgettable, to be honest. Toppo, you know, he could be good, I guess. Androids, they could be good, I guess. Super Trunks, no. No, yeah, I don't really think he's per se a good unit anymore. I guess maybe there's a few events where he can have some value, so I don't want to say he's useless, but yeah, power creep has definitely affected him. Kale, I mean, I hate to say this like 2 years later, but yeah, we're still waiting for an LR Kefla, LR hit, just Universe 6 buffs, really. So right now, not in the greatest spot, but maybe in like a month or two, if we get a Kefla and a hit, she might look a little bit better, but they got to do it quick because she's starting to age out. And then we got the Gammas. Really fun units, but power creep, right? It's just unfortunate the way it works, but power creep has started to affect them. So the banner has a few good options. Maybe if you want to coin the androids, if you want to coin Super Trunks, I don't know why you'd want to do that, but I don't know. If you really like Super Trunks, then yeah, I guess there's some value here, but that's pretty much all I would say with this banner in terms of it being useful. Because coining units, I mean, I guess it makes sense, but actually summoning on this banner, nah, man, I just don't see it. But anyway, next up, we've got Cell Max. So Cell Max is a great unit. Also, we get the return of the 9th year anniversary band unit Golden Frieza, who I didn't even know was on this banner until now. So, right off the bat, we've got two very good Super Bosses units, and there's a Super Bosses LR. However, those are just 3 good units. You have to remember, this is a legendary summon banner, so the banner's kind of going to be bad. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. Cell Max is great. This Frieza is great. I'm not really a big fan of him. I think he kind of sucks. This guy, I guess he can be kind of good, but yeah, I'm just going to say he's not really that valuable. This guy, yeah, he sucks. Power creep. He can be pretty solid. This guy's pretty good with his EZA. So I'm not going to completely take all the value away from this banner. I mean, between Cell Max, this Frieza, I guess this Goku Black, who can be pretty good. This Android 18, who could be pretty good with his EZA. I guess those are the main good options on this banner, but everyone else is either kind of mid or just fodder. So I would say this is an easy skip. Of course, there's unfeatured LRs, but they're exactly that. They're unfeatured, so we're not going to talk about them. The chances you have of pulling them are significantly less compared to like these units right here. These are the units you're mainly going to be pulling, and most of them just aren't really that great. So I would say this is an easy skip. If you really want Cell Max, I guess you just got to wait for the next anniversary, because I think he's going to be one of the units that you could pick up, like with, I don't know, you get him in the ticket summons, you could get him in, you know, any of the Carnival LR summons or whatever, because, dude, if this guy's going to be featured on one of the Carnival LR banners, that would be pretty crazy. But anyway, that's just speculation at this point. Next up, we got the Tanabata banners. So we've got, obviously, the UI Goku's banner and then the actual Tanabata banner, because I don't know what this is technically called, where it's basically just the return of the 9th year anniversary LRs. There is also LR Jaren's banner, which is coming out soon, but as of the time that I'm recording this, we don't know what his banner looks like, so I'm not going to speculate on that or anything. We're just going to leave it at that. But even that is probably going to be a skip, because it's a Carnival LR banner. Other than, like, the anniversary Carnival LR banners, most of them are just glorified legendary summon banners, and they're only slightly better in value, but not by much. So that's probably going to be an easy skip as well. But speaking of easy skips, let's go over a banner that is not an easy skip. Once this rolls around, it's going to be very hard to skip this banner. This one is pretty good. I like this banner, but this one, dude, we're talking UI Goku, Beast Gohan, Broly, and the 6th year anniversary LRs, and Blue Goku and Vegeta. I mean, in the top 10 best units in the game, all of these units are on that list pretty much. So having 6 of the top 10 best units in the game on the same banner, I mean, dude, I would say that's pretty good. Of course, there's some other decent options like Dispo, like Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I guess this AGL Gogeta can still be good, and this guy can be pretty good for World Tournament. So you got some pretty good options other than those 6 units, but those 6 units mainly, you get them, that's a huge W. But also, there are some weak options on here, right? Like, obviously, the 2nd year anniversary Dokkan Fest Super Saiyan 4s, you've got Rose, Vegito, Evolution Blue Vegeta, and then this UI Goku. All these guys just kind of suck. Go-Bros kind of suck. Kale and Caulifla kind of suck. So there are some weak options. If you really just want one of these units, I recommend just buying them with red coins. Which, actually, yeah, that's something we can talk about really quick. 9th year anniversary LRs, the Beast Gohan and Broly. If you don't manage to pull them, it's fine. You don't got to go crazy balls deep in their banners just because you really, really want them. If you don't mind waiting just a little bit, where then you can just buy them with red coins for Tanabata. So, just another thing you're going to want to keep in the back of your mind, because if you get to save 1,000 stones and just put those stones towards worldwide, you could summon on there and then use those red coins to just buy Beast Gohan when the Tanabata banner rolls around. That would obviously work out very well for you, so just something to keep in mind. But to go over the UI Goku's initial banner, UI Goku, Dispo, First Form Frieza, meh. Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, meh. Obviously, 6th year anniversary LRs, crazy. Blue Goku and Vegeta, crazy. Kaioken Blue Goku, yeah. So I would say these 4 units right here are definitely the best options. So yeah, UI Goku's banner and then the Tanabata banner, both are very valuable. But, I don't know, the placement of them is going to be kind of tricky, because I think we get this right after Worldwide. So you're going to be very dry on stones. So then putting those already very limited amount of stones into UI Goku's banner, it's going to be tricky, because then I think, a little bit after UI Goku's banner, we get into New Year's, and then that's going to be a whole nother thing. So it's just, it's going to be rough on Global. That's what I've been trying to say. So please, for the sake of you not getting shafted, I recommend kind of forming a game plan for what you're going to do with your stones. I would probably recommend summoning a little on Beast Gohan's banner, and then just skip, summon on the Worldwide Dallas Celebration banners, and then maybe if you want, summon a little on UI Goku's banner or the Tanabata banner. But I wouldn't necessarily recommend going crazy balls deep in any of these banners, just because we've got so many crazy banners to summon for. I personally think summoning a little on all of these banners instead of just going balls to the wall on one banner is probably a bit of a better approach. But regardless, it's your stones. You do what you want with them. I'm just here to guide you if you want to take my advice. But I guess that pretty much has been the video. Let me know in the comments which banner you're going to be saving your stones for, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.